Hey, thank you for your question, darling. And I want to start this out by saying I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I've already addressed that situation. This is a general question somebody's asking Auntie since of my background in tax accounting and personal finance. So, I have seen, and this is the question, being a finance specialist and married, what are your thoughts on trusting partner or spouse to pay bills? And so for me, I'm somebody that believes that everybody should have eyes on the marital finances for many reasons. The main one being not trusting the person, but just I've seen people whose spouse passed away or they broke up or fell out, and the other person, because they've been taken care of, they don't know how much stuff costs, who to pay, where to look to find. They don't know anything. And so then you're at a great disadvantage. And so I think the proper thing to do is you should have a joint marital account that all of all the marital expenses comes out of. And you both have eyes on that. If you are blessed enough financially where those expenses can be auto drafted out of there, then great. If not, then write checks or however you pay your bills. But when you're married, you become a couple, that's true, but you are still your own person. And so it is important for you to still have your own checking account personally, each of you. It's important for you to also have your own 401k, your own IRA, all that separately. And then you can have joint brokerage accounts as well. But, I think a lot of people get into trouble because they keep everything separate. And then they say, well, I'll just cash app you my half. And then that person is responsible for. There's no oversight where that's concerned. And I don't mean about not trusting the person, honestly. I mean about if something happens, if I've been cash apping you my half, I don't know who the mortgage company is. I don't know who this is. I don't know who that is. And I've had clients in my past whose spouse passed away, men and women, and they literally didn't know who the power company was, what their account numbers, nothing. Because they were so busy living this taken care of life. And so it's nothing wrong with that. But you need to know what's going on. Like, you're going to have to take your head out the sand and know what's going on in the world. Okay? And then my thing is, if you are married to somebody or living with someone and you don't trust them, why are you together? Like, you could be good by yourself for that. Ain't nobody trying to look over their shoulders when they're in the bed at night with somebody every night. How you rest? I also believe when you decide to make the step to live together, you got serious, or you are getting married, that it's time for us to be fully transparent and open and honest about our finances. And that means a full picture of this is my credit score. These are my 3 credit bureaus. This is all my drama, or I don't have any. These are my brokerage account statements. This is my debt to income ratio. This is how much I make. Kind of like a qualifying for a damn mortgage or an apartment. Y'all both need to show what y'all bring to the table so that y'all can reasonably put together an amount of money. You got this, you got that. This is what you can actually contribute to our household expenses. Because I think when people don't fully or aren't honest about that, they'll say, oh yeah, I could pay $2,500 a month. You could pay $2,500 a month, when they know their finances don't dictate that. And then you get yourself put in a situation where you constantly robbing Peter to pay Paul, or your partner ends up having to cover, and it just creates a mess and resentment because you should have told me from the beginning. Had you told me that, then we wouldn't have moved to this place. We would have got something smaller, and that's okay. It's about being upfront, open, honest, tell all the tea to each other so you can build and repair and grow together. Because if you start our relationship lying about your finances, what the hell else you going to be lying about, child? Crawl before you ball.